we've seen a lot of underdogs win. Bologna 51 years after they last won a trophy. We can go on and on. Newcastle United, 70 years since they last won a trophy. And now Paris Saint-Germain have never won UEFA Champions League before. And now they face Inter. So where do you see this going?
This season has been a very different season when it comes to football, and we've been having histories changing, and new teams, arising, winning the trophies, and we'll see. We don't know. It can go Inter way, it could go PSG way.
The UEFA Champions League Final is heading to Munich on Saturday. And of course, it's all about Paris Saint-Germain and Inter Milan slugging it out to be European champion this season. Here's a preview of the game. My name is Ayomide, Sotubo, and this is the Nutmeg here on Guardian TV. Yeah, so quick one. Hogan joins us in this episode of the Nutmeg, and it's all about the UEFA Champions League Final. And we've seen a lot of underdogs this season. Hogan, great to have you, by the way. We've seen a lot of underdogs win. Bologna 51 years after they last won a trophy. We can go on and on. Newcastle United, 70 years since they last won a trophy. And now Paris Saint-Germain have never won UEFA Champions League before. And now they face Inter. So where do you see this going, bearing the nature of the season that we've experienced so far?
First and foremost, I would like to say that these guys, they deserve it. The both team, they deserve it. They've been through ups and downs in this campaign. And this is the first time we're having this structure of matches for Champions League. And we are seeing that, okay, these two teams get to the final. We don't most times see them get to the final most times. Paris Saint-Germain, I think they've been to the final of the Champions League, I think twice.
And the last 3 years.
And this is it. It's another opportunity for them to win, so they deserve it. And also Inter Milan, they were in finals against Manchester City and they lost 1-0 in the final. So they also deserve to be there. But as it were, we can say that history play itself. This season has been a very different season when it comes to football, and we've been having histories changing, and new teams, arising, winning the trophies, and we'll see. We don't know. It can go Inter way, it could go PSG way.
But talking about Inter now, the kind of season they've had. They have faced disappointment in the domestic scene, having to concede the Scudetto to Napoli. And now this is their only chance for silverware. Also, they were knocked out of the Coppa Italia as well. How important is it that they win this final to make their season a good one?
That at the end of the day, when you start a journey, you always want to finish it, and not just finish it, but finish it well. And they've started the journey. I believe that there are many players in Inter today that after the Champions League final, some of them will retire, some of them will leave the club. The contracts are running down, and I believe that they will want to leave on a high note, which is winning the Champions League that they've not won in years. And they've actually fought their way to get into this final. So definitely, they want to win it.
Okay, so 2 more questions before we leave the set. First off, the Ballon d'Or. It seems, in recent years that the Champions League has decided the Ballon d'Or now. Should the winner be coming from any of these two teams? And if that was the case, who would you pick?
Well, last season I told us that I believe that the person who should have gone with the Ballon d'Or should have been Martinez.
Lautaro
Martinez, because he actually did so well in domestic football and also both country and club. It was part of the success of Argentina, and it was also part of the success of Inter Milan. And him being in the final now, this season he has been fantastic also. But we have other factors, not just the Champions League most times. We know that Champions League season is always a determinant, and we also know that World Cup is also a determinant. But I can say that there are other factors, because coaches and captains will be the ones to decide these ones. So let's see how it goes. There are several candidates that actually that are top notch.
Or you pick Martinez?
I picked Martinez last season.
But who are you going with
this
now?
season, I don't think I'm going with Martinez, because I believe that this season Dembele has actually made an impact for his team. They've won 2 trophies as we speak, and winning the Champions League, definitely it is tuning to Dembele. And also, we also have the likes of Rafinha from Barcelona, who did not get to the final, but his impact in Barcelona this season, winning 3 trophies, has actually made a huge stick in the board.
And then there's Lamine Yamal as well.
Yes.
But let's move away from the Ballon d'Or conversation. Last question and quick one. Who are your favorites to win the Champions League on Saturday night?
Well, if you look at experience, I say that Inter should win it based on experience. But if you look at who needs it more, I'll go with Paris Saint-Germain.
So Paris Saint-Germain is your answer?
Paris Saint-Germain.
Well then, of course, we have Hogan saying Paris Saint-Germain could just clinch their first UEFA Champions League final. Let's know what your own thoughts are in the comment section. But thank you very much for watching this edition of the Nutmeg. You can be part of the community on YouTube by subscribing to our channel and also tapping the notification bells to get all our latest content, our news in and around Nigeria. Also, follow us on our socials. We are Guardian Nigeria on all platforms, and as well, you'll get updates from there. My name is Ayomide. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you, Hogan, for coming.
Thank you very much. Always my pleasure.
And surely we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.